Hi guys, welcome back. So today we are quickly talking about the idea of the seed. I was just really thinking about some things this week, and I was thinking about the concept of a seed. And the great thing about seeds is that they grow, they basically grow on the ground. And what that means is that they cultivate themselves in dark places where it's dark and it's kind of cold and you can't see them. And so the thing about seeds is that they grow in environments where it's basically like you can't always see that they're there. So they basically go on the ground, they take root in the soil, and then they grow. And that's the thing about them. It's like sometimes you don't always realize that they're there. Sometimes you think that they're dead. Sometimes you think that they're not working, but they're basically just growing underneath the surface. And I was just thinking about that, and I was thinking about sometimes that we have issues that just kind of grow under the surface, issues that cultivate themselves on the ground, issues that you can't always see. They just kind of lie there. They just kind of lie dormant. They take root and they make themselves strong on the inside while you feel like everything's going well and you feel like everything's okay, and these issues are just there under the surface taking root. And then I was just thinking about when a seed is ready to grow after being on the ground, after being in the dark, after being in a situation where you feel like it's not there and it's not doing anything and it's not affecting your life, and suddenly it just bursts out of the ground. And that's the thing, when a seed is ready to grow, it will kind of push everything aside because it's time for it to stretch towards the light. It's time for it to stretch towards an environment and towards a place where it feels like in order for it to get the energy that it needs to grow, it will basically almost kind of crush everything in its path, and it will push everything aside. And it doesn't matter what environment the seed is in, it will always grow towards the light. So that doesn't matter if it's in a dark place or if it's in a wet place or it's in a damp place, it will turn its face towards the light. It will grow as tall as it needs to be. That's why trees in the Amazon rainforest, for example, are so basically so tall, because they will keep on growing and keep on growing and keep on growing, and they'll do everything that they need to do to survive. And I think when we think about seeds, we always think about amazing things and good things, but I was realizing that seeds can actually also be dangerous. They can be the things that take root in your life. They can be the things that you don't want to be there, but they just keep on growing and they keep on growing and they keep on taking root. And sometimes you feel like you've killed them, but because you've only been plucking at fruits as opposed to cutting them down from the root, they will just ultimately just grow back. And the thing about seeds as well is that the smallest seed can become the biggest tree. You think about little seeds like the oak, the mustard seed, for example, that becomes a big tree. It becomes a big situation. So it can start out looking small, it can start out looking like it's not a big deal, it's not affecting your life, and then suddenly it just keeps growing, and suddenly you find out that it's actually very difficult for you to now remove this seed. It's now difficult for you to kill this tree. Now it's difficult for you to cut it down because it actually becomes a bigger situation than you thought it was originally. And so I really just wanted to come here because I was really thinking about this, and I was really thinking that it's very important that you almost destroy things from the root before they begin to grow. It's not worth it for you to kind of leave things in the dark or hide things or cover things over and make it seem like basically like you're doing okay when you're not, because those things that you decide to put away and those things that you decide to hide and those things that you decide aren't affecting your life, you will find that later on that they will become a bigger issue than you actually thought they were being. So it's important for you to crush the issues that you have in your life while they're still basically a mustard seed, while they're still small, and that you can still deal with them, whether that be through counseling or prayer or any other situation. You just deal with them before they actually begin to grow and before they actually get bigger, and then before you're actually left dealing with an issue that is now a mustard tree as opposed to a mustard seed. And so it is essentially basically just getting rid of situation while there's still a molehill, and not allowing them to become a mountain in your life. So yeah, basically that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys will be encouraged. I hope you're okay, and I hope that whatever is going on in your life, that it's important that you remove the broken arrows from your heart, and that you just don't leave them there thinking that you're okay, because you will find that later on they do affect you. Later on you essentially potentially have breakdowns or you have meltdowns, and you wonder to yourself, like, what's going on, or why do I feel like this? And it's because you haven't dealt with those seeds. It's because you've allowed them to cultivate. It's because you've allowed them to grow, and it's because you've allowed them to get bigger than they should have been originally. So as usual, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will catch up with you soon.